Hey everyone, my name is Bhavesh, and today I'm going to talk about result-focused design solutions. So, how many of you are here are developers basically, or business owners? Quite a lot. How many of you are designers? Good thing. We have less number of designers and more of developers here, and this is exactly going to help you, right? So most of the times we kind of create it ourselves, like we don't need designers, etc. And that's where this will really help you. So this is the result that our one of our clients recently got, and this was like immediate result for them. So like before that, they were doing Facebook ads, they had funnels and everything, but it was not really working nicely for them. But the thing that you see on the top was the instant. So this is a kind of a spreadsheet where you are seeing the revenue per day for them, that they were getting before, and after making few design changes and some of the changes in the funnel, they instantly see the revenue spike. So that's kind of a impressive jump over there, right? So there are things that you see in from daily life. You might read that in an article, etc. But this is where I was actually able to implement that and see the immediate result. So even though it might sound generic, this is what you can implement, and it will really help you. So we will see one by one, what the result-focused design solutions are, and then how you can use that into your business, right? So, and the problem, is like most of the web pages and landing pages, or even the backend, are like kind of designed to impress. When a developer is doing that, if they either they don't focus on the design. When they start focusing on the design, they kind of start to either impress or no goals, or they want to stuff everything onto one page. So they have usually I recommend we can focus on one thing, and they say no, this is also important and that is also important, and we want them to do this also and that also. So they end up not focusing on anything, and the result doesn't come for them, right? So or they are not following the best practices, and the problem comes when developers and founders have their own opinion, right? They have no backing for that, no logic for that, but they prefer certain colors or certain fonts or something, and they kind of bring that opinion into the thing and not optimizing the entire journey. So for example, if you are creating a landing page, all your focus is on one thing. So we'll look into this one after another, and then we'll kind of go to the solution. So the common mistakes we have already seen. Sorry. So what is it, and why does it matter, right? So result-focused design is like created with predefined end goal, and everything on that page supports that goal. So if you are, let us take an example of a landing page. Like if you are creating one thing, you need to first of all define like what do I want to do on this particular page. This particular page, when a user visits this, when he's done by the with the page, by the end of that page, what I want him to achieve, right? So if you have that set goal, right, you can, and the importance here is like if you really nail this down, you can have increased conversation. Increased conversion basically means increased revenue. It helps you achieve your business goals. Whatever, like if you are not looking for increased revenue, you might want some additional leads, or like you want additional signups or emails or whatever. And if you are looking for to design the back end part of the thing, in that case you want the user to achieve a certain task, you want him to be able to complete some certain things, right? So that's where that can really help. Let's see how to do it right. Okay, so these are the generic tips, but again, this worked for that particular client. It helped them increase their revenue. If you implement this, it will also help you increase your revenue. So we now have an example, result for us. We have a proof for that. So start with the end goal. Like I said, by the end of the page, when he's done with the page, what do you want him to do? Like, do you want him to buy something, right? Then all your focus should be on that, and whatever doesn't help with that, right, you can probably remove that. I've seen one of my client, I was, we were creating the page, and they were like, I want to highlight this documentation and that documentation, the relevant products and all. I was like, okay, let him purchase this particular product first. If he purchases this, then he's going to kind of purchase the additional product. If he's not buying this product, he's not going to buy the next one either, right? So start with the end goal. If you have one particular goal, users will kind of achieve that, and then they'll be achieving the next thing. One page, one goal. We talked about evaluate your data. So the client that we were working with were focused on like so much of Facebook ad revenue, and they were like, we do the ads right, and it will work for us, and it was working for them. And we evaluated the data, and we looked at, okay, you have created this page, but 50% of your clients are coming via mobile design. Okay, so they are visiting your site on the mobile, and you haven't even optimized the page for the mobile, right? So we focused on, we saw the data, and because of the data, we were able to figure out like, okay, this is where the users are going, and then we kind of improve the page, kind of make it mobile friendly, and that also helped us in increasing the revenue immediately, because now the users on the mobile was having better experience, and a result, and they were be able to purchase the thing. Evaluate the copy again. So copy is as a designer, what happens, like we design the page, and then the copy is kind of added later. Okay, this never works out because you needed to define your journey earlier, right? If you define the journey, you will know like this is what exactly I need to talk to the user, and based on that design, the designer should be creating the design, not the other way around. Like we create the design first, and then you will fit in the copy. Sometime your designer will also say like trim this copy a little bit. You should not be doing that, right? You should be defining your copy first. Okay, evaluate your copy. This is what I need to tell to the user, and then create the design around. Address all their concerns, right? So there are two kind of frameworks for landing pages, AIDA, PAS. So it is kind of like you grab the attention of the user first. Sorry. So you grab the attention of the user first, and then you get them interested, you kind of create the desire for them, and then you ask them to take action, right? So this is one framework of creating copy for this. Other one is PAS, which is basically problem, agitate, and solution. So probably this is the framework you can use when you are kind of creating the landing page. Use social proof as much as you can. So I have seen this, like users do testimonials. We simply kind of throw some testimonials, some statistics, this and that. And that kind of, doesn't really work out. In my opinion, testimonial is the best thing that you can use on the page, but you need to do it right. So with testimonials, what we do is like whatever the customer has said to us, we kind of, simply paste it on the page. Instead, this testimonial could be used as a great copywriting tool, right? So instead of us telling them, if some end user is telling them, like we also do kind of check the Amazon reviews before we are buying the products. Basically, we are kind of confirming with the other users, like whether I should be buying this product or not. So if you use that copy to address that their kind of concerns or whatever, right? I think they can utilize it better, and testimonials can really help you convert the users into a buying user. Right? Images could be magical. This is kind of, instead of using stock images, you can probably create and show some screenshots, which is kind of real, and it really helps them. Or a video maybe, but again, not a video that kind of a generic. You can show a video which really helps the users see the end result, like whatever they want to achieve, and then it could help you. And at the end of the page, you should have a powerful CTA, of course, right, which asks for the sale. So that the study buyer psychology, again, this will help you understand the end user perspective, and based on that, you will kind of, if you don't end up implementing it yourselves, at least you will agree with your consultant or designer or something, right? And finally, you need to experience what the user are experiencing. So as a developer, you might be checking your mobile responsiveness onto desktop, which is fine, but the pages don't exactly behave like that. On mobile version, if you experience it in mobile, it will behave a little bit differently. Your typography will look a bit different. Experience will be different, right? So if you experience it that, you will be able to spot problems, and if you fix that problems, it will help your end user, and as a result, you will have a better sale. So again, this is kind of summary of that. It's easy basically, right? You start with the goal, you try to follow one page, one goal, analyze your data, experiment, and I think that will really help you improve the landing page or customer experience. If they have a better experience, you will have better sales, and better sell, everybody is happy. So thank you. My name is Bhavesh, and thanks for listening to me.